Hi guys, I'm Pratik from LWP Labs. So in the previous video, we have seen the different SQL Server PaaS deployment options, and one of them was single database, right guys? Yes. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can deploy a single database that is using platform as a service. And now this will be a great solution if you're looking to manage just one database in the cloud without worrying about the infrastructure that's behind it. And I'll also be walking you through the process step by step so you can see how easy it is to set up a database that's fully managed by Azure. This means there's no maintenance, there is no updates to handle, and you can just focus on your data and your application. So first we'll go into our Azure portal. So I'm here into my Azure portal and I'm using the Microsoft Learn Sandbox directory. I'm not in my default directory. So I'm using the free tutorial Learn Sandbox. So I'll go into my SQL databases. As you can see, there is no database yet. So I'll go ahead and create a database. Now subscription is saying concierge subscription, that is the free. Resource group is already there. So this is a default one. I don't need to create something new. If you guys want to create, if you're in your default directory, you can go ahead and create a resource group. It's simple and direct. And come down, you can see the database name. So we'll give a database name here. We'll give it as a demo 123. Okay, so we'll choose a server. So yeah, there's no server. Okay, so we'll go ahead and create a server. So they're asking me this server name. So this one should be unique, as many of them will be same. We have to choose a different one. Yeah, so this one is available. It says the specified server name is available. And the location, I'll quickly give it as US East, US 2. Come down. And we'll go to use SQL authentication, because for the authentication method in the end, I will be showing you how we can authenticate by using the SQL Server Management Studio. So I'll give my credential details. So make sure you remember your credential details, as this is required till the patching up with the Microsoft Server Management Studio. So remember your credential details. So I'll press on OK. So come down. Now here they are asking me if I want to use elastic pools. Yes. So this is an important option, but this one is not required for me. But what is this option is because an elastic pool basically is nothing but it will allow you to group multiple SQL databases together and you can share the same set of resources. It can be memory, storage, anything. But for this demo, I don't need it. So I'll choose no. And workload environment will be development. By default, we'll go down. And then we have compute and storage. So we'll click on this and we'll see. So compute and storage is nothing but, guys, it's an option which in this SQL database, which will allow you to set the amount of resources in your database so that that particular database that it will use. So compute is nothing but your processing power, that is your CPU and your memory needed for the database to run. While storage is the amount of space that is the database requires to store the data. Yes, so there will be two types of tiers, guys. So there is a vCore, there is DTU. So I'm going to be choosing the old one that is a budget friendly. That's only enough for my video. So I'll click the budget friendly. I'll click on apply. Okay, that's good to go. Standard S0, 10 DTUs, 250 GB storage. Backup storage redundancy, we'll keep it as default. We'll go to the networking. Now here, connectivity method, I'll choose as public endpoint. And why is because a public endpoint, guys, it's important to know that under public endpoint, your SQL server will be accessed over the internet. So it's nothing but your IP address that the database will communicate with our applications. So it can be inside or outside your Azure as well. And here down, they're asking me the firewall rules. So there is allow Azure services and resources to access the server. So I'll click this, choose this as yes. Why? Because you should know that when this option will be enabled, guys, it allows the services to host on Azure, like it can be logic apps, it can be function apps, to connect your SQL server without needing any other configuration for your local firewall. So that's important to choose. Give it as yes. And then they're asking me add to current client IP address. So yes, why? Because this will ensure that it can connect to your SQL server from my location. Then come down, this can be default. This will go next to security. So this one is not required. All this can be default, guys. Click on next, additional settings. Now here, this is important. Now they're asking me if I should use an existing data, none, backup or sample. I'm going to choose sample. Selecting the sample will modify this setting. So click on OK. So we have the sample. Click on next. So there is tax. I don't want any tax, but if you want to look at your proper pricing, cost and management, you can choose it. We'll go click on next, review and create. We'll go down. So we'll go ahead and create this database. So we'll wait for some time as this is getting validated. So we have to wait for some 2, 3, 4 minutes. It takes some time to get configured. As you can see over here, it's saying initializing deployment. It takes some time, guys. Okay, now it's saying your deployment is complete. Now here you can look at the deployment details that's been done step by step. So we'll go to the resource. So as you can see here, our database is been created. We have our elastic pool. No, there's no elastic pool. We have our server name over here. This is our server name. This is going to be important. And also we have our pricing tier that's given over here. And there's one more thing, guys, that I want to tell you. So let me check where my database is. We have to go under my, let me go to my security. Hold on. So here you will be able to go to your resource. Let me go into my security. So under security, there will be auditing ledger. Yes, correct. We'll go to set server firewall. Yes, guys. So now here we have our deleted database also. You can check, guys, over here. So there is no deleted database yet. I want to go to my SQL databases. So over here in this database that you can see here. So this is the database. It's online. You can see here. It's saying status is online. So this current database, we can create other databases also inside this server. And remember, in a single database, each database is isolated from each other and they are portable. Okay, guys. Now, next thing what I want to tell you is how we can query this brand new database that we created. Now we'll go over here and we'll click on this left side. We have here query editor. So we'll click on this query editor. So here, remember, guys, I told you to give our credentials. So my password, I have already saved it. So we'll click on OK. So let me log in. Now I am successfully logged in. So now you might be wondering while how I have into this database. That's when I have given that firewall access, guys. So if you're getting a firewall access error, you can check it under your security and then you can go to firewalls and virtual network. So over there you can add it manually, or you can just click on add the client IP address and you can click on it and it will be automatically added. And also remember by default that the server firewall prevents all the client applications from connecting to the server or any database inside the server. And also for a connection which is coming outside Azure, we need to create a firewall rule for its specific IP address or its set of addresses. Now the tables that I have created, that by clicking the, if you remember that under additional setting, we chose the sample option, right, guys? So we already have an existing database here with some data. So if I click on some address over here, we have lt.address. I'll right click this. So I'll click on select top 100 rows. Over here, you can see the data is being shown. Now over here, the data is being shown. Now let's go ahead and connect this to this database from a local SQL Server Management Studio. So first thing we'll show you the local server management studio. So over here, they're asking me this server name. So I'll go to my portal. I'll check my server name. So over here, let me go to my resource. So over here, you can check your server name. Let me quickly copy that. Let me go to my server management studio. Let me copy paste that. Let me give my SQL server authentication, login. My password is already been checked as remember password now. Let me put the details. Everything is done. Encryption is mandatory. Yes. So now let me go ahead and connect this. Yes. So now we have successfully connected, authenticated from our Azure portal to SQL Server Management Studio. And if you are getting any error, then that means you have to go to your firewalls and virtual networks under security. So that means I will show you over here. You have to go to your under security. There is networking. So over here there is public and private access. So what you need to do, guys, so over here you will be needing to add a virtual network rule. So this is only extremely useful because it will allow me to control which private service can connect to my SQL database. So then I can go ahead and deploy the resources and it can be used by my SQL database. But this is not required as my demo is only for single database. So over here, if I'll go to my SQL databases, there is demo 1, 2, 3. And if I go to my table, again, I can view it. It will take some time. It's because it's been just installed, guys. Let me check. So tables being expand. Okay, right. So we have here our details. We'll right click on the sales lt address table. I'll select top 1,000 rows. So that should be able to fetch my database details through my Azure portal. Yes, now you can see that database details have been fetched. Thank you. Welcome to LWP Labs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes. And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!